mesh that the water heater has in it, but it's a much larger filter. And I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to put one of these in before the tankless water heater, so that you're not, the littlest amount of debris can mess up the flow on those. There were a lot of comments about me not knowing what I was doing, which is absolutely true. I've done a lot of things, When I was 14 years old, I never pulled an engine and a transmission out of a car, but I fucking did it, And I did it many, many, many times before I was fucking 18. Because I used to blow the fucking engines in my cars, spinning the tires off. I'd go to the junkyard, buy another fucking engine for $350, throw the fucker in a night, a fucking couple of, I don't know, maybe 18 beers. And that's how you learn, guys. Don't be afraid to do shit you don't know anything about. So I learned a lot. I am going to get into this, providing this service, because it really is necessary. It's a necessary evil. These tankless, I still am not sold on the idea of a tankless water heater. I would prefer to have 2 water heaters in a house, maybe tank type, feed the one in the master bath, put a 30-gallon low boy in a closet. These people, that house I was at the other day, they had enough, the fucking 2 closets for the master. Fucking Christ, in France or China, you could live in them. They're so, they're so big. You could put a fucking family of 3 in the sons of bitches. So that would be my thing. Put a 50-gallon water heater in the garage. Feed that 30-gallon water heater on the other side of the house, the master. One thing, you're not going to have to wait so long for water. You're going to have 30 gallons, but you feed that 30-gallon tank with the hot water from the water heater in the garage. So you basically have an 80-gallon supply of hot water. Both of them are going to kick on when you start running it. But these guys, they got these huge garden tubs and whirlpool tubs, and you need a lot of hot water. Even with a 50, you're really pushing that 50 to get a full tub of hot water, especially with the size of these tubs these days. So that would be my preference. The builders love these tankless water heaters because it costs more money and it's a selling point. But this guy, he called me yesterday, left a very nice message. He's was very grateful for what I did. He said it's working like a champ, and I did what I had to do, guys. But I'm gonna make a setup of a dedicated pump. I do have another one of those Liberty pumps. I like the fact that one, the velocity and the pressure of the water going through, I think, helps in the cleaning process. So I'm going to hook up this filter on the suction side. See, maybe I'll do it on the discharge side. I'm battling over which one's going to be better. Should I put this on the discharge side of the heater, so that I collect every bit of debris in this filter, or let some of the debris go in the bucket and then make sure I'm sending clean water through the system? So I don't know. I got to make that decision. But I am going to have a bucket with a couple things of concentrate. Some guy said, it's a good idea, instead of using water, to add vinegar to that, but you got to be very careful, man, with mixing things together. You could come up with some toxic fucking potion that will kill you. So I stay away from that, just because I don't know. And, I'm not going to spend all day reading and researching and seeing if I could do this. I just don't have that time to do that. It takes a lot of time. The way they print these fucking things, Jesus Christ, man. It's literally like a fucking 40-page book printed on one page of paper. It's so small, my eyes, I can't see. I took yesterday off, guys, and I was doing good. I made myself breakfast. My stomach has really been messed up. I do have a hernia. Big hernia in my stomach, and maybe because of when I got sick and throwing up like that, maybe there's something else going on. I may have to go to a digestive doctor, which is cool because my digestive doctor is my leukemia doctor's sister. They don't fall far from the tree, man. These Indian women, they're all doctors, man. Smart as can be. Yes, I love them. I think they're the most beautiful women on earth, man. You ever look at these Indian women? The beautiful hair. Johnny's lonely. Johnny's fucking lonely. Anyways, so this one guy who called me, he was pissed at me because I swear, I guess, because I say fuck a lot. Well, fuck you, buddy. That's what I say. It's very, very easy, my friend, if you're watching, to just fucking cruise on by, motherfucker. Nobody's telling you to stay here and watch me. You don't like the way I talk. This is where I grew up. This is what we did, When I say fuck, it's just, it puts an emphasis on what I'm saying. I get it. Some people are offended, but everybody where I come from talks like that. So anyways, I'm going to play you this guy's message because he's such an asshole. And I told him, I called him up. I'm going to play the message and then I'll tell you the rest of the story, which is pretty funny, man. Let's see. Yeah, he's a real fucking wackadoodle-doo. Listen to this, guys.
Hey, what the fuck's up, John? I was just calling. I'm a plumber in California, and I was wondering how the fucking plumbing business is in your area. I said, out here in California, got nothing but a bunch of dumb fucks and YouTube people that think they can do it. And I'm getting ready to retire, and somebody gave me your number, said that you might be hiring a couple of plumbers. I got 30, 40 years experience in the plumbing business, and I'm a good fucking plumber. So, it sounds like we could do some pretty good fucking work together because it's a bunch of fucking idiots out there. But I love working with fucking customers because that's what I fucking live for. Thank you. Have a good fucking day.
Yeah. So, this fucking guy, it just doesn't sound right coming out of his mouth. There's a little more flow to the fucking when I say it. You know what I'm saying? You should ask his... No, I'm not going to say that. But, so anyways, I waited until like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I texted that prick back. And I said, we're not fucking hiring in my text. So I'm going to tell you what I texted him. I texted him, I said, we're not fucking hiring. And he texted me back, I'm watching your video now, bitch. Really? you little fucking weasel. Bring it, motherfucker. That's all I can tell you. Bring it. I'll drop you like a fucking hot potato right in my fucking driveway. And my dogs will eat you for fucking lunch. Then he says, oh, sorry, you liberal bitch. But that doesn't mean we kill. Still, I don't know what kind of threat that is, but it could get you in trouble, my man. Be careful what you say. That's all I'm telling you. Be careful what you say. But that doesn't mean we kill. Still can't be friends. Maybe have coffee every once in a while. And I texted him back. I said, watch tomorrow. I'll play your message to show the nuts. To show how nuts the other side is. He says, I'm a Democrat. I was like, yeah, right, motherfucker. You ain't no Democrat. Democrats ain't got time for shit like that. Only fucking Republicans. Not even Republicans. I'm gonna say the maggots. The maggots. Maggots. Because Republicans are sick of Donald Trump too. Normal ones. This fucking pack of fucking wolves that have come out of nowhere. The Patriots. Yeah. Anyways, that was my call with this guy. But I got under his skin. But guys, listen. This is my show. It is John Phillips Plumbing. Alright? I try to... Somebody from the other side needs to speak up. I'm the guy who's, in the middle of this crowd of fucking heathens heading towards the cliff. And I'm saying, hey guys, this ain't a good idea. This ain't a good idea. And they're all calling me a fucking idiot and an asshole. And I'm running in the other direction. And there they go. Right off the fucking cliff. If Donald Trump's your man, I gotta question your fucking, you're not being honest when you say why Donald Trump is your guy. If you say it's just because of gas prices, that doesn't make sense to me. You gotta be honest. Tell me exactly why he's your man. Let's get down into the nitty-gritty. I know what it is. I don't need you to tell me. But it is what it is. I know this is not going to go over well. People don't want to hear this shit. I get it. I should stop my own little fucking politics and plumbing podcast. Joe Rogan, he just got paid $250 million for fucking jumping on the Trump bandwagon. Can't you see how these guys are fucking playing you people, man? That guy grew up in Boston. He was married to a black woman. He's got a half-black kid. He doesn't believe half the shit that comes out of his fucking mouth. He's playing to you. He's playing to you. And he's making a fucking killing doing it. MAGA. Make the fucking asshole go away. Anyways, time will tell what direction this country's going to go in. We're a very, very, very young country. 250 years. I don't know how fucking old we are. Something like that. Almost 250 years old. We're very young as countries go. And we're a democracy. A lot of these countries, the fucking Russian Empire, yeah, they all crumble. So maybe a crumble is in our future. I don't know, but we're better off together. And I just see so much wrong with the attitudes out there that I can believe you or my lying fucking eyes is what I say. They're dividing us and they're conquering us. That's what they did. China, Russia, fuck, they couldn't have done a better job themselves. Thank you, Donald. You've done a great job of dividing this country. More than ever before. I mean, like close to the Civil War division, you know? And Mikey Pipes, he's ready to go to fucking war over fucking goddamn paper straws. Come on now. What the fuck, man? Is that your big gripe? Paper straws? I'm waiting for my hat, Mikey. I'm gonna wear it to that fucking party you're gonna have. Some of you will get that. Yeah, there's a little nuance to my fucking humor. Guys, I gotta go get some coffee. Let me go get some coffee. I'll be right back, Jack. Johnny's back. Don't have any calls on the schedule today. There's a real ebb and flow to business. I got a call, and you just got to appreciate these days off, man, because it's going to come. You're going to get that avalanche or the tidal wave of work. Take advantage of this time off, man. Don't sit around stressing. Enjoy it, man. It's a gift. I slept all day yesterday, man. I got up, I ate breakfast. I did take a Benadryl because there's so much pollen around here. But it puts me to sleep. I got to get some non-drowsy allergy medicine. Keep me awake. But it's a beautiful day. It's 60 degrees this morning, a little chilly. Johnny's gonna get this spa going, man. Time for the spa. Yeah. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you like to be my neighbor? There's a house for sale, guys. Steve Lav, man, you could probably come down here and buy that thing cash. Get the fuck out of New Bedford for the fucking winter, brother. You could kill it down here, man. No deed restrictions, no HOA fees. Pull that fucking goddamn bread truck right in the fucking driveway and leave it. Big lot. I don't want you bringing them goddamn chickens and roosters and shit, man. So back to the water heater. I'm just going to keep a little book of the customers. I will, maybe, it's very easy to have tags made up. I was thinking like on a water heater, on a tankless water heater. It's a very good idea. I haven't seen it. But, you know, we have these, I have probably fucking 5,000 backflow certification cards where you punch out the holes the last time it was certified, the year and the month, and I could have something like that made up for tankless water heaters and zip tie it to the tankless heater so the homeowner, I mean, I wrote this stuff on the side of that heater the other day, and I put it in on the shade side because down here the sun will just bleach it out. In 6 months you won't even be able to see it, so I put it on the shade side. Unfortunately, you got to be looking for it to find it. But I think those tags are a good idea for tankless water heaters. To show when it was, it'll be very easy for a homeowner to say, damn, I haven't done this in 3 years. I better get it done. And so I've got some ideas. Like I said, I always, whatever I do, I do it to the best of my ability. I always try to take it further than it is, the way guys are doing it. And I want to talk a little bit about, there were some comments, fake it till you make it, kind of little jabs at me, which is fine. But I want to tell you, man, I do have the ability, and a lot of plumbers have that ability to learn things and to specialize and to get very good at it. When I went in the Navy, I'd never been in a steam propulsion plant in my life. And I qualified all the way up to right below BTOW, boiler technician of the watch, meaning the guy in control. I qualified for every watch up to that. And if you guys want to see a system, many, many, many systems that are in action to actually move a massive ship using steam, it's pretty incredible. We learned a lot about everything, engineering, HP drain, high pressure drains, low pressure drains, steam turbines, fire boxes, fire in the hole. That's what you say when you stick the torch in to light a flame in a fucking boiler. Pretty amazing stuff. So when it comes to these tankless heaters, it's something that I just stayed away from. I wasn't interested in it. Wasn't gonna make me rich running around fucking doing the 10 or 20 fucking flushes that you could do in a year, back then. I mean, I'm not gonna nail down every tankless heater in this town. But if you don't use it, you lose it, I got my backflow certification, spent a lot of money, spent time in school, got my little card, and I certified one backflow. People were out on Longboat Key. I drove all the way out there, and the going rate was $40 fucking. I was like, I'm not doing this again. I sold all my shit, sold my meter, my everything, gauges, but I had already set up a whole business with the cards, and, doing it right, man. Just thinking things through. I got a question the other day about a guy. I don't know if it was the same guy who fucking called me yesterday, fucking talking fucking this and fucking that. I was really uncomfortable with that fucking call. But guy asked for some advice going into business, and my advice to him was that you really need to have some money in the bank. When I started my business, I had $35,000 back in 1997. My credit was good. Listen to her. Notice I haven't said shut the fuck up, though. She's just walking around fucking yapping. I put $5,000 down on a brand new F350 back in 97, before they had the Super Duties and all that. It was one of those old, before they changed the body style. 97, they didn't have one, was the last year of that style. I don't believe they made a 98, but then in 99 they came out with the new body style, and I bought another truck at that point. But I always bought the ones with the extended wheelbase with a 11-foot Knapheide utility body. I like the Knapheide bodies because the floor in the body was actually rolled up on the sides. Instead of the redding boxes, it was just a piece with seam sealer. And I loved the Knapheide. It came over and it rolled up, and then they had a little flange that went over it, like a flashing, heavy duty steel flashing to make that joint, and they never rot out. So I took $5,000, put it down on that truck. I paid that truck off by the end of the year. It only cost $25,000, brand new, man, with the box on it. I bought a cabin chassis and then paid $5,000 extra for the box. $19,000 for the cabin chassis. I bought $5,000 worth of material. I rented a little shop. I was going after new construction. I had work immediately. Built a thing to put my fittings in. I bought $5,000 worth of material, fucking pipe, and fittings. I was ready to go because I had all my tools anyways, most of them. I didn't have to make a big investment. But my advice to this guy was to live like you're on welfare, my friend. Hang on to every dollar. I had no idea what business was going to, what was coming down the road, surprises. You need to be ready for them. If you've got great credit, you know, I had good credit, but I didn't have like a walking around with a $200,000 limit fucking credit card, which I had, you know, fucking not too long after that because I was making a ton of money. Banks are your best friend when you're fucking rolling in the dough. They don't want to know you when times get hard, I can tell you that. So hang on to all your money for at least a couple of years. Stop banking it. I had people from Bank of America call me. They're like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You got $300,000 in your fucking checking account. We only insure it up to $200,000. I was like, well, you know, I'm just, you know, making sure I can cover anything that comes in. That dog is needs to be on fucking drugs. Anyways, guys, I don't know how far we are in this. I'm gonna cut these out, take a couple of days off. My brain is scattered. It is an election year. Politics are front and center. Every day I turn my phone on and the first thing I see is that fucking orange mug. Ugh. This guy is selling mugshot coins. And you people are buying them. Are you fucking kidding me? Where the fuck? How fucking low can we go? What the fuck? When he goes to jail, he'll probably be cutting his little fucking jailbird sneakers into pieces and selling them to his fucking cult. That's what it's become, guys. A cult. Be careful. You know any history about cults? Remember Jonestown? Yeah. Trump Town. That's where we're heading. Trump Town. Come on, kids. Sip the Kool-Aid. I'm going to finish on that. The spa's getting hot. You guys, I'm going to cool it on the politics for a little while. I'm going to talk a little more about plumbing. Maybe I'll get into my Navy career. It was very interesting. I still have all the books. I was actually in charge of the valve department. I fucking on my base we had a valve shop down at the end of the pier, and I would go down there and spend the whole day when we were in port, and we learned how to reseat valves, lapping them in, just doing all kinds of stuff. It was fun, and I learned about all the different kinds of valves and what type of valve you use. I still have all my books. I still have all the schooling books that I got when I was in the Navy. And luckily, when I went, I was sent to a lot of schools. They sent me to an engineering school up in Newport, Rhode Island. They sent me down to learn about an oily waste water system, where before we pumped our bilge water over the side of the ship, we would run it through this OWS system, and the oil would float to the top, and we could skim that off and not pollute the oceans. But at the same time, we were chucking all our garbage off the fucking fantail. It was beautiful. I mean, you'd be out there at night, the sun would be setting, you're standing out there, on the fantail, thinking, wow, this is just beautiful. And as far as the eye could see, there were clear plastic bags of garbage floating in the ocean. Because that's what we do. We just throw the fucking shit overboard. Yeah. wonderful. You do have to be out, you know, I think 12 miles, 18 miles, something like that, before you could chuck your shit off the side of the boat and not be fined. But I remember I was stationed in New Jersey, the garbage state, or is it the Garden State? In the summer, me and the guys I was stationed with, the boiler techs, we'd go to the beach, grab some beer, go to the beach in New Jersey. We end up on this beach, and we didn't realize it was a fucking nude beach, man. Bunch of fucking creeps walking around with their fucking balls dragging in the sand. We had to get the fuck out of there, but when we got out of there, we had to dodge the syringes and the fucking medical waste washed up on the beach. It was really fucking nice, man. I mean, one of my best experiences in life, you know. You don't want to bend over and pick up your fucking towel with some creepy old fucking Italian guy with his balls hanging down to the fucking ground. Ah! I ran the fuck off of that beach. It never went back. I'm going to end on that note.